Good morning. It's Monday and it's time for our devotion together. This coming Sunday, we are celebrating World Communion Sunday, so we'll take a break from our really very new series in Hebrews. And this week we will look at passages related to communion as we prepare for this Sunday. This is Luke 22:14 through 30. This is the passage of and kind of around Jesus at Passover with his disciples, kind of creating the Lord's Supper for us. When the time came, Jesus took his place at the table, the Passover table, and the apostles joined him. He said to them, "I have earnestly desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. I tell you, I won't eat it again until it is fulfilled in God's kingdom." After taking a cup and giving thanks, he said, "Take this and share it among yourselves. I tell you that from now on I won't drink from the fruit of the vine until God's kingdom has come." After taking the bread and giving thanks, he broke it and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body, which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, he took the cup after the meal and said, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you. But look, my betrayer is with me. His hand is on the table. The human one goes just as it has been determined, but how terrible it is for that person who betrays him." They began to argue among themselves about which of them it could possibly be, and who would do this. An argument broke out among the disciples over which one of them should be regarded as the greatest. Sort of a hard stop in there, right? The kings of the Gentiles rule over their subjects, as Jesus said, and those in authority over them are called friends of the people. But that's not the way it will be with you. Instead, the greatest among you must become like a person of lower status, and the leader like a servant. So which one is greater, the one who is seated at the table or the one who serves at the table? Isn't it the one who is seated at the table? But I am among you as one who serves. You are the ones who have continued with me in my trials, and I confer royal power on you, just as my Father granted royal power to me. Thus you will eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and you will sit on thrones overseeing the 12 tribes of Israel. There's a lot about table and seating and position, but being at the table seems to be the thing, right? Come to the table of grace. Come to the table of grace. This is God's table, it's not yours or mine. Come to the table of grace. Come to the table of hope. Come to the table of hope. This is God's table, it's not yours or mine. Come to the table of hope. Come to the table of grace. Come to the table of grace. This is God's table, it's not yours or mine. Come to the table of grace. Come to the table of peace. Come to the table of peace. This is God's table, it's not yours or mine. Come to the table of peace. Amen.